I believe that if there is ever one video you truly get revelation, understanding, and grasp within your heart to change your life for the better, to help you see the goodness of God in a way like never before, this is the one. Today is my favorite glow ray of all time. Because one of my favorite verses was when they're asking Jesus, Jesus, what do we do? What do we do to grasp hold of what you came back to promise us? And he says, just believe that I am who I said I am. And if we believe that he is who he says he is, then we have to believe that we are who he says he is. And that's loved, and that's worthy, and that was created to have a life of dominion, abundance, peace, joy, and happiness. You know, when I started the Glow Ray, I wanted to call this Story Time with Glow, because I believe through my stories of the simplicity of God, I can help teach you so much. Because the more I am learning that God is with us everywhere in everything, the more I am seeing how mighty he is. The more I'm seeing how mighty he is, the more I'm believing him to come through and be a man of his word. And the more I believe it, the more he is radically transforming me. And in return, everything around me. And I want that for you. So on my way to do the Glow Ray a few hours ago, I was walking to my backyard, imagining I was Eve in the garden. So anxious to give the word, so anxious because I knew it was going to be life-changing. But the word was burning in me and I was hot. The rays was beaming and I was burning up. I said, God, do I release the Glow Ray now? He said, no. Go get your babies. Go spend some time with them. I went and got my babies. I spent some time with them. I learned some of the most amazing things from them, and I believe they learned some of the most amazing things, and we had the most amazing time because I'm learning how to slow down and enjoy everything that God places around us. See, we always get frustrated with the things that he gives us, whether it be our children, whether it be our job, whether it be our circumstances, whether it be everything. I mean, we get so frustrated with all of the good things he gives us. But in learning to slow down and see him, I had one of the most amazing times with my children. I came home to more blessings. And then he put me in the flow. So all of the excitement, all of me, all of that, could get out so I could just get the word to you that if you believe it, you will see it. That is the truth. Religion has messed it up. Joyce Myers taught me the sad you see, they are sad you see. They were the religious folk that didn't believe truly in the heart. They just did the right things. They knew what to do and they did it, but in their heart they rejected Jesus. They sent him to the cross. But see, God is so worthy that he used the holy religious people to send Jesus to the cross to die for us. And why Jesus died for us is to get back access to the dominion and the abundance that God created us for. We just have to believe it. We just have to take the mask off and get confident in who God called us to be. We show up in the ways we think we should, in the ways they think we should. We put on a mask and we become a false version of ourselves. But God told me that there's two people placed around us. One set of people who sees the light in us and can't wait for us to see it. One set of people who sees the light in us and hopes we never see it. And some unintentionally, some intentionally will try to do everything in their power to dim that light so you never see it. But baby, once you see that light and once you believe you are who God says you are, can't nothing or nobody stop you. Stop trying to work your way to his love. Stop trying to do anything to get you there. Just seek his way. Slow down and listen to his way. Seek his love and try to be more like him, and that's it. He will mold you. He will do it. And don't get mad, because life is going to keep life, and trials and tribulations, they going to keep coming. But they come to grow you. They come to force you to the feet of Jesus. Trials and tribulations are to help us make us more like Jesus. Begin embracing it. Begin seeing the lessons on the other side. Begin believing the word and watch your life change. That's it. Stop overcomplicating his worthiness. Stop overcomplicating his simplicity. Story time. I just always want to bring in God's goodness, so I was going to sit in front of a flower tree that God gave me in my backyard. Maybe he put something right in front of you, so simple yet so profound. So I just took the flower off of the tree. But it's like 3 hours later and it's done died because it's disconnected from its source. How can there not be a creator of Mother Nature that knows to grow, and when it's connected, it blooms. But when it disconnects, it dies. So I grabbed another one, more vibrant, but now disconnected, so it's slowly withering. When we're disconnected, we wither. But when we stay connected, even in life's trials and tribulations, you still gonna bloom. You still gonna have joy. You still gonna show up and be who God says that you are. And you gonna begin to see it all come to pass. Just work on believing it. You ain't gonna do nothing but believe it. As you believe it, you're gonna start doing it. As you start doing it, you're gonna start to see the goodness of God everywhere. And you just gonna want more of it. And more of it and more of it. And it's so good. It's sweet like honey. Keep seeking them and watch your life change. I love you. But God, He loves you so much more. For real.